Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jewelry Trading Post and this is Rob. Thanks for joining me here today. I just wanted to do a real quick weekly haul video and show you what I picked up. I want to say the good, the bad, and the ugly, but nothing is ugly and nothing's really bad. Some things are better than others and some things are not what I thought they would be, or some things are not what I hoped they would be. So maybe let's start with some of the let's go from maybe like the my least favorite to my favorite finds. Okay, so starting off with maybe my most disappointing piece, which again, it's still a nice piece, was this cuff bangle here. It is very tarnished, or not tarnished, but it has like this gold vermeil look like almost that has rubbed off, or this gold plate. And I thought that there was a chance that this could be sterling. It is not magnetic. I did do a testing video on it. Not sure if it aired at this point or if I will put it online, but I came home thinking that it could be sterling with vermeil that has rubbed off or been polished off, but unfortunately it's not sterling. It is still a pretty cool cuff. It need to be cleaned up. You need to get some of that remaining gold tone finish off of it, but it's a pretty cool modernist piece. Again, if you lost this gold brush on there, I think it'd be a pretty nice piece. So anyways, that was not sterling, not what I was hoping for. Okay, so then I was at a Goodwill and I found out that this Goodwill is no longer going to be carrying jewelry anymore. So when I was looking at the pieces, I was kind of like, oh, well, let's buy something, let's buy, because they were saying that this is pretty much the last week and what they had in the shelf was going to be, or in the storage, I'm sorry, in the display case was all that they were going to be bringing out forever and ever from now on. Goodwill has been just kind of going online basically. So anyways, I got this piece there and I was kind of hoping that it would be sterling, like sterling coin here, sterling glass, sterling beads, and this koi fish. What made me think it was going to be sterling was some of the quality of these beads. If you can see them, are very nice chosen stones. It's this double strand beaded necklace that joins in the center by this silver tone koi fish. And see, look at just the details on this are really nice. This coin, heart-shaped coin pearl right there is really nice. A tiny little, I think that one is a faux pearl, but lots of like little nice details on this. The glass down here, that nice little funky tiny little silver tone bead. Again, this interesting kind of like coin type of charm at the end. So anyways, I tested this for sterling, hoping that it would be, but unfortunately it's all silver tone, except for, if I remember correctly, I believe this bead is sterling right there, and I think this one. So unfortunately the koi fish is not, this is not, this is not, this is not. So it's mostly silver tone. There is some sterling, but there is some pearl in there and some shell and some looks like natural gemstones. Some are faceted, some are not. This looks like it could be maybe onyx or something, but very nice piece. So anyways, it's not like it's a bad piece at all. It's really cool. It's just not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for sterling. So again, not a bad piece whatsoever. In fact, it does have sterling in it, and it has real gemstones. So I'd say it's a winner. It's just not exactly what I was hoping it would be, but nice. Okay, speaking of not sterling, here's another necklace that was at that Goodwill. I did get this again. As soon as she said that this is going to be the last week of jewelry, I was like, I think this was in my hand when she said it, and I was like, get it, because they're no longer carrying jewelry. So anyways, this is some glass beads. It does look almost like a wedding, like a Murano wedding cake bead at the end. It's got that aventurine, some little embellishments with the embossed kind of fused glass on top of it. It's really pretty. And then just some basic green and blue beads going up. Maybe it's check beads, I'm not sure. But it does have, I think, copper or brass, what do you call it? Beads as well. See how there's those brass ones or copper maybe, like right there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and here. And these ones are really kind of nice. These like rectangular box kind of beads right there. Again, it looks to me like copper perhaps, but they're really nice. And then at the end is the, oh gosh, I always forget, is that hummus or Hama? The hand in this toggle clasp, like that. So it's kind of a cool like bohemian type necklace. The back of the hand is blank, but yeah, so a glass beaded necklace with some copper, I believe, right there. All right, so that was that. Okay, then just today I got this little stretch bracelet. I was thinking, because I don't know my gemstones, so I was thinking that this would be lapis, but then upon further Google lensing, I found out that no, I think this is sodalite. But it's these nice big chunky polished beads, and it does appear to be genuine gemstone. It's got a nice stretch to it, and I would say that is a nice piece. Just kind of a clean blue, nice stretch bracelet. Okay. I read online how to put these on and off without straining the stretch. I normally don't put them on at all, but I just put it on for you guys. You guys are the only ones that ever get to see me wear jewelry, honestly. All right, so that's that. All right, cool. Then I got this at that same Goodwill that's going out. Well, not going out of business, but not carrying jewelry anymore. And in my opinion, they might as well be going out of business, right? Oh, anyways, I think I looked this up as far as what's the style. And what is the style of this? It's called a... darn it. I forget the name of it offhand, and as soon as I press stop, I will remember this. But it's got like this link pattern with rhinestones. It looks like an older bracelet, because it does have a safety chain on it. It's got the hidden clasp here, where you push down the little lever there, and it opens up. It's that insert clasp. This is the back of it. There's no marks anywhere on this. And it does appear to be silver plated, because if you look carefully, let's see if I can see a spot like right there. Can you see that? Right, like that corner right there has kind of lost the plate. But you can only see it upon like real careful inspection. And of course it's on the underside. So that is of no concern in my opinion, my humble opinion. However, there are some missing rhinestones on this. I couldn't see them in the store, but nope, that one's there. Let's see, I'm just gonna try to preview this real fast for you guys and see. Maybe it's not. No, I know for sure there's one missing. That'd be nice, because sometimes it's weird. You look at these and just the angle of the light. Oh, yep, there. That's not the angle of the light. That's actually missing a stone. I was going to say sometimes they look like they're empty, but it's just the angle of the light making them look dark. So that's one missing. And maybe that was the only one. Yeah, maybe as soon as I say that, I'll find another one, but so it is, oh no, two. There's another one. So two. Missing two rhinestones as far as I can see. But of course, I believe that's a pretty easy fix. And, oh no, three. There we go, three stones. And actually, this might be my first repair job. I might actually get my hiney in gear and get some rhinestones and some tweezers and some glue and get that looking good again. So, and I just want to say, I think it already looks good. I think it looks great. I love the classic design. I wish I could remember the name of that pattern of the metal. Sorry, I'm going to try to put it on. Maybe I won't. I'll just go like this. I'll cheat. There you go. See, I think it's really nice. What do you guys think? Nice? Nice? I think so. Okay, slide that off carefully. All right, so that is that. Again, from the Goodwill that's no longer selling jewelry at their store. They were one of the few, or one of the only, that was selling nice quality jewelry until now in the store. Goodwill breaks my heart. Okay, so anyways, on to another break my heart was this. This was a pearl necklace that I got. I actually spent up for this one. It was marked $30. But these are real pearl and they are humongous. Let me see. My knee is holding the light box open. It wants to close. Hold on. I'm gonna bring the whole set down if I don't do this right. But okay, so here we go. All right, see this little shadow over here? I'm having to put my knee over here to keep that thing open all the way. I don't know why this box doesn't want to stay all the way open. Okay, but anyways, these pearls are pretty big. Check this out. They are about like 15 millimeters long. Let's try this one. Yeah, about 15 millimeters long. I'd say probably about 8 or 10. Yeah, just about 8 millimeters wide on that one. So these things are humongous. Very nice golden pearl. Huge. See that? Individually knotted on a yellow cord. And then, get this, this is why I bought it. Well, not just because, it was real pearl. That's primarily, but then this was what sealed the deal, was this gold tone clasp with, check it out, 14K right there. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, and I was like, I kind of felt like I was stealing it when I was bringing it up to the register to buy it. So why is this kind of another disappointment, I would say, or bummer, I think was the word I used, because I tested the gold and it is not 14 karat, it's not even 10 karat, so that is not gold and it's marked gold. So unfortunately, when I do list it, I'll just say a gold tone, and I will maybe even specify not gold. I will not point out 14K stamped on it. I'm not even going to mention it, because I want somebody to buy this just for the pearls and the gold tone clasp and the style of the necklace. It's heavy, it's nice, it's classy, very cool, very nice. What do you guys think? I dig it. Okay, so even though it's not gold, it's all right. It's not all right, it's great, I think. Okay, so that's that. Now this one I just got today. This is genuine coral. I don't know if you call that angel skin coral think in another video I referred to this coral as angel hair coral. And then afterwards I was like, I don't think that's right. Sure enough, I looked it up. Angel skin, or maybe pink. I don't think it's pink. It's more like a peach. But yeah, it's all those coral beads in the shape of these little flowers. I think that's like a Hawaiian flower, if I'm not mistaken. And it's on a nylon, 3 nylon strands that do this little twist. It's like a rope, twisted rope necklace perhaps. And with this nice brass clasp with a pink coral cabochon in the center. And the back is not marked. No marks anywhere. I did test it for gold. It's not. So my assumption is that it's brass. And it's just really nice, I believe, vintage, genuine coral, twisted rope necklace. All right. Next, we have, I'll just show this one because it's the easiest one to talk about before getting to those. So this, when I saw this, I was like, can I please see that? It was in the display case. Hold on, I gotta adjust. Okay. So this is peridot and sterling silver. Super cool, flower shaped, huge peridot gemstones there. Really, really nice. I loved it when I saw it. I was like, oh sweet, please be sterling, please be sterling. And it is marked right there, 925. And I'm trying to remember, did I test it? Well, let's just do a real quick test, just so we can all know for sure. But this is, comes off, oh my gosh, please don't tell me this is not sterling, because it's coming off yellow. Oh man, did I just get duped again, guys? Oh my gosh, let me see. Because this is the same store that I got this at that had the 14K. And I was just not sure. I thought I tested this. But let's see. Okay. 18K solution. It disappeared. It disappeared. Urgh. Hold on a second. My gosh. Well, that's embarrassing, guys. Note to self, test before doing the haul videos. Okay, test before doing the next haul video, test before doing the next haul video, test before doing it. Okay, now I think I remember. All right, well that was exciting, wasn't it? Okay, so we have probably glass and silver tone flower ring, which is still really cool. Not as cool if it was a sterling and peridot, and I doubt it would be peridot if it had silver alloy marked 925 without actually being 925. Oh, what a bummer. So anyways, it is what it is. It's not magnetic. Gosh. Well, maybe, did I test the, I just tested the ring band. Let me just, curious, test the actual flower part. Because maybe they had it resized, or maybe it broke. Okay, well that's coming off silver-ish. Let's see. Putting on some acid in the bathroom. Oh, no, it disappeared. So, nice try. Better luck next time. So that's a real bummer, guys, to be honest. I almost feel like taking it back and just maybe asking if I could just do an exchange with that. Because I really did buy it because of the sterling mark. I mean, I bought that because the 14K mark as well, but at least that has genuine pearls. And this was labeled peridot, and I'm just kind of now doubtful as to whether or not it really is peridot. I don't think it said sterling, or maybe it did say sterling. But maybe I can... I don't know, because that, to be honest, I'm just pretty bummed, because I think what it would be worth is what I paid for it, because I actually paid about 30 bucks for that. And I thought I was getting a good deal, but now it's like I'm paying like full retail, and I don't like things that are marked metals that they are not, because selling it, I don't want to let somebody else buy it and get all excited and then disappointed as well. And of course I wouldn't advertise it as 925 or sterling knowing better. I would definitely disclose this is not sterling. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I'll think about it. So anyways, you guys are getting to see, like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's not an ugly ring, but it's just kind of a bummer. So, I mean, it's not an ugly ring. It's a really cool ring. Okay, so anyways, getting on to the next one that is kind of a bummer, but it's not a bummer. I think it's really cool. Okay, this one I only spent $18.50 on, and this one I was sure was going to be sterling. Check this out. This is really, really, really cool. It's these black beads on kind of like an, I would say, Art Deco stylized necklace. It's got these like almost like a curtain effect going on with this again Art Deco style attachments, like frames almost for these beads that hang off. And I was looking at the metal and I was like, dude, that looks sterling to me. And it's got this old looking chain with those elongated links joined by little smaller ones. And then this little spring clasp. And I was like, it's not marked anywhere. Not marked. Because now I'm actually really trying to see if there might be another type of mark than what I was looking for originally. But yeah, no 925, no sterling. This one's a little bent. But, so I was under the impression this is sterling. So I came home, tested it, and unfortunately it is not sterling. What a bummer. I was thinking. And not only that, but when I was testing it, I just, took one of these and went to rub it, and this little thing popped out. I was like, hey, what happened? So apparently these do not have an attachment running all the way through. It's just like these two little prongs that the bead goes into. Like the prongs kind of squeeze on the sides into these partial holes on the side, but it doesn't go all the way through. So literally I could just kind of pull these away from each other ever so slightly and this will come out. So I was thinking, oh no, I got duped again. But get this, it gets a little curious. This is a curious piece because these, I was like, well, what is this stuff even? What are these beads? Glass or onyx or something? Well, I did the pearl test, and guess what? They're gritty. So I don't know if these are dyed pearls dyed black. It really seems like it. Or maybe reconstituted shell that's made into faux pearls. But they're either dyed pearls or seashell faux pearls, because there is a grittiness to them. And I don't think this, just because it's not sterling, is not a good find. And why? Well, because I looked up Art Deco, and of course that's like the late 20s, into the 30s. And I also looked up 800 silver just to learn a little bit more about that, because it doesn't pass the Sterling test with the 18K solution. So I looked up 800 silver, and that was actually popular in Europe at the same time as the early 20th century and late 19th century. 800 silver was popular in Europe. And then I looked up, well, where did Art Deco originate? And it originated in, was it France? I think it was France, around that time period. So France and Europe, basically, that's where Art Deco came from. And at that time, 800 silver was popular. So if this is actually an Art Deco piece, which the chain looks like, and so does the design, well, okay, if it came from Europe, it could very well be 800 silver, because it definitely looks silver, right? Look at that. So anyways, I am not totally disappointed. I'm actually still very happy with this piece, because I think it's a genuine Art Deco piece, antique at this point. Antique, probably over 100 years old in my opinion, and made out of 800 silver without knowing any better. So I'm not unhappy at all. I'm actually still very happy with this piece. Okay, so you guys are like, wow, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Anyways, my dad would always say, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. All right, and that's what we're doing. We are learning. We are not losing, we are learning. Okay, and speaking of winning, this, okay, when I look at this, I forget about this. I forget about this. I forget about that. And I forget about the missing rhinestones over here, because you know what? This was on a rack. The owner of that booth was right there, and he was like, and so I was like, oh, is this your booth? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, this one doesn't have the price tag on it. And all the other ones were like listed at like $45. And so he wanted to make a sale, and he's like, and he is a jeweler. Like, he had his, all his jewelry smith stuff all around to like make jewelry, fix jewelry, all that stuff. So he's like, well, I'll do that one for 35 for you. I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, well, I was looking at it, and I'm like, this looks like sterling, and it definitely looks like pearl. It definitely is pearl. It's probably onyx. And I was looking at it, and I was like, is there anything on the tag or the thing? And I look at it like just like this, and I'm like, I don't see anything. I'm like, wait a minute, there's this little tag here. And so I was like, so I just really quick with my camera, because I didn't want to be totally obnoxious, but I was like, okay, DY925. Some of you out there are probably like, yes, way to go. But I wasn't like that at first. I was like, yes, it's 925. That's what I was like. So I was stoked, but I didn't want to like, I was like, okay, it's sterling. I've got a lot of sterling necklaces, a lot of pearl necklaces, a lot of white pearls with black gem necklaces. I got necklaces like this kind of already. So I was like, okay, am I ready to spend $35 on it? I don't know. So I kind of walked away from the booth. I set it back on the stand, and I was like, hey, well, thanks. You know what? I was like, I'm definitely going to think about that one. And so I walked over to another booth, and he was still in eye shot of me, and he was like, super cool guy. He ended up like, and I was like, yeah, I'll be thinking about that. And so I was looking at another booth, and again, he could see me, and he saw me with my camera, like zooming in on things. So he came over. He's like, "How's the picture?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm not taking pictures. I'm just like looking with my camera, like, 'cause I don't have my glasses." And so he's like, "Oh, well, here's my glasses." So he gave me his glasses to use while I was in the store. I was like, "Oh, that's really nice of you." And then he tells me, he's like, "Yeah, I'll do that necklace for $30 for you." I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." I'm like, "Well, that's really nice of you." So I was thinking about it, and then I Googled DY925 just in case. I was like, okay, just maybe there's a brand. Well, is there a brand? Yes. And again, you guys, you jewelry people out there probably already know, but that is David Yurman. David Yurman. I always watch these YouTube videos of people finding scores, and David Yurman is a score, super popular silversmith. I don't know. I don't know if he's Native American. It's horrible, but I don't know. But he does sign DY. But guess what? He also does this little logo. And I was like, what is that logo? I was like, what? And then I realized, okay, it's like a D. Wait, where's the D? It's kind of like an abstract D and a Y. I saw it the other day. But anyways, that's David Yurman's logo. And his piece run at least like $500, $700 to over $1,000 each. So this was a score. And look at how like all the links have this like rope texture to them. So that's why this guy is popular. That's why he's known. Check out like the detail on those links. It's all like twisted rope. And then there's this. He has this just random like link in there with this, what is that? It's not like a spade, but it's almost like like a diamond in the mix. And again, a rope textured toggle clasp. This thing is long. I would say, without getting the ruler stick out, I'd say it's probably about, I'd say about 40 inches. Well, let me just measure it real quick. Let's see. Oh, maybe I can't. I thought I had my ruler right here, but I do not, guys. So anyways, it's about 40 inches, I would say. It's not quite the length of a ruler stick. Maybe about 20 inches long when it's double stranded like this. So anyways, I'm not going to keep going on and on and on and on and on. But that's my first David Yurman piece, and I'm super stoked about it. Okay, so that was almost the weekly haul, but I forgot. I do have one more piece that I did do a pretty cool testing video on. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. But I don't want to put this in the box because you saw the testing video, It's sticky. Okay, so this is the last piece. And it is amber, as far as I can tell. If not, it's copal. And it's sterling silver. Huge little centerpiece in the center with all the sterling spacers with the sterling cones and non-sterling toggle clasp at the end. So I do think this is like an African piece in my best abilities to guess. But yeah, amber and sterling. And again, I'm not going to leave this in here very long. I'm going to sign out here because I don't want this to warm up under the light and get stickiness all in this box, especially next to that David Yurman. So that was it, guys. Not sterling, not peridot, some sterling, mostly glass and gems. Glass, sodalite, rhinestones, non-sterling, cool, vintage bracelet, missing a couple rhinestones. Be my first repair job. Art Deco, possibly pearl, dyed pearl. In my opinion, genuine Art Deco antique necklace. Angel skin coral, genuine on brass, genuine pearl, but not 14 karat gold, silver tone modernist cuff bracelet. And did I say the amber and sterling? And a David Yurman pearl on sterling with, I think, black onyx beads. I'm happy. I am. I might have sounded disappointed about some of these pieces, like especially that not being sterling, that not being gold. This not being all sterling, but there is some sterling. This not being sterling, but could be 800. So I maybe sounded disappointed by some of these pieces, guys, but you know what? At the end of the day, I think they're all cool pieces, and I think that they're good finds, in my opinion. What do you think? All right, so anyways, you guys, that's it for this week. It's Saturday. I am not going out tomorrow, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. And hello again, guys. Sorry about that. I stopped this because I finished all my jewelry for the week, but there was one more find that I did want to show you. It's not jewelry, but it is really cool, and it is this really cool carved horse. Looks to be Chinese. And again, I got into jewelry because I was originally into art, and I love like finding what I think are old pieces. You see the price tag here, it was $12. Just a nice carved horse. I don't know if it's jade or jadeite or nephrite or what, but look at the facial expression on this horse. He looks super annoyed. I grew up with horses. I don't know if you guys have or how much you've been around horses, but horses can have a sense of humor, and they can also be pretty feisty. And this one looks like he's annoyed, and he might turn around and bite you if you were like standing right here, like brushing him. And if that horse made that face when you're brushing him, you better watch out, because he might just try to reach back and give you a nip. So that's just a funny horse. I think I looked it up, and they're like warrior horses. And again, I don't know what the value is exactly. I've seen some listed kind of expensive and some not as expensive. Of course, I'd want to like do a gem test on this to know like exactly what kind of stone that is. But I really like it a lot. And it's got a nice weight to it. It's pretty heavy, and it's not very big, so it's kind of nice. I like smalls. I like things that are smaller in size these days. So that's it. That's officially it, guys. I don't know if I can set them here somewhere, but that's officially the haul for the week. All right, peace.